Hello everyone, welcome to TechEra. So moving further in our series, today we are going to discuss about quantum cryptography and quantum key distribution. So keep your secrets in a quantum world and understand with us. Every online transaction we make with another person is protected so that a third person cannot read it without the permission of the two person exchanging the information in the first place. This process is called encryption of data. In the time of the classical computer, the lock in question consists of a problem that is mathematically hard for the computer to solve. For example, take two very large prime numbers, then multiply both and create an even large number. Now to break this lock, we have to factorize a very large number whose factors are large prime numbers. This is difficult because if the prime factors are large enough, the problem becomes very difficult to crack for a classical computer, exponentially large time to guess the factors. This mathematical problem known as integer factorization is one of the methods presently used to encrypt our secrets in private messages. There are other methods using the so-called discrete logarithm problem, which again would take a normal computer exponentially large time to crack. But what are quantum computers and what is the difference? This was all well as long as we only had to deal with classical computers. Now enters the quantum computer. One of the basic elements that make up this quantum computer is that where the classical one uses bits to compute, this one uses qubits. Classical bits can take the value of 0 or 1, allowing for binary system to be set up, and lowest level of computer language is done manipulating these bits. A qubits on the other hand can exist as a superposition of two states 0 and 1. So if you have an n qubit number, it can exist as a superposition of two n states. This also allows for immense amount of parallel processing. Now how can we encrypt this problem? One of the main contenders for a mathematical problem that is hard for the quantum computer to crack is the so-called shortest vector problem. This involves lattices, and lattices are regularly arrangement of points in space. Examples in nature include honeycombs and all nature crystalline solids like common salts. A line of regularly spaced points is a lattice in one dimension, and a crystal of salt is a three-dimensional lattice. Mathematically, we can extend this construction to 5, 10 or even 500 dimensions. Hence the question of whether these problems which are hard for the classical computer become easier for a quantum computer, so a new cryptography has to be devised. At this magnitude, it becomes in theory a hard problem for a quantum computer to calculate the shortest vector from one point to another point. This problem can therefore be used to construct locks that can even withstand a quantum attack. As an example of what one can achieve using this encryption schemes, take two companies which are considering a merger and want to find out if it will be mutually profitable by engaging in some computation but without revealing their asset to each other. We can encrypt the information about their individual assets and provide a secret key which only reveals the output of the computation and does not reveal anything about the input. In modern cryptography, not only can we create locks on information so that quantum computers cannot break them, we can even design the locks so that the information inside the locks can be manipulated without even opening the locks. Now comes to quantum key distribution. Quantum key distribution is an example of quantum cryptography. This is where the laws of quantum physics works. Quantum key distribution is a method of sending encryption keys using some very peculiar behavior of subatomic particles that is in theory at least completely unhackable. The land-based version of quantum key distribution is a key system where photons are sent one at a time through fiber optic line. If anyone is eavesdropping, then according to the principle of quantum physics, the polarization of the photons is affected and the recipient can tell that message isn't secure. However, the technology is extremely slow and requires expensive equipments to send and receive the individual photons. The big breakthrough was that quantum key distribution system no longer require special pipes. They will be able to use existing fibers network, so they don't have to lay new fibers. So this is how quantum key distribution and quantum cryptography works. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned with us and subscribe the channel so you can't miss the latest updates.